All right, good evening. End of day two, still doing pretty good. I've kind of made a decision to make a little bit of a change. I was kind of thinking maybe do a week if I could. I'm not struggling too much yet. I just had one of the tummy grumbles from not eating for too long, but that was just once. I've been drinking a lot of water, so it's been helping. But what I decided to do is I'm going to tomorrow night, Sunday night. So I started this Friday at 12 a.m. going until about 5 or 6 p.m. on Sunday. So it's about 65, 66 hour fast, okay? So what I'm going to do is I told you that what I was going to do with Chat GPT. I did that, and I'm still actually kind of tweaking it a little bit, but I'll give you a little heads up on what it is. So I'm going to eat tomorrow night. I'm starting my diet Monday morning. All right. So what I asked it to do is I said, hey, what is a good meal after a 65-hour fast to have for dinner? And I'll be starting this new diet the following day. What it came up with, this might be backwards for you. I don't know if it is or not. You can pause. And I'm also going to try to post this stuff, or I'll have wifey post it somewhere. Basically, this is called a gentle post-fast dinner recipe. It's just going to be salmon, some steamed zucchini, some mashed sweet potatoes. That's pretty much it. It's very, very basic, very small. But here is what's really important. It says why this works. The salmon is soft, easily digestible protein, plus your omega-3 fats for inflammation control. Steamed veggies, gentle fiber for digestion without bloating. Them being steamed helps that. If you eat raw vegetables, that's really gonna, if you're coming off of a fast or if you got an upset stomach, it's harder for you to digest, okay? Sweet potato, it's slow, it's clean carb to replenish glycogen without spiking your blood sugar. That's pretty much it for that. The next is this. It's a huge packet, and it's a really easy thing. Basically, what I did is I asked ChatGPT. I said, I'm a 35 male, 280. I want to get to 200. How do we do that? I said I love steak. I like chocolate. I don't like avocados or guac. Basically, it put together a plan and gave me kind of my macro target. Okay, macros are like your proteins, fats, carbs, stuff like that. That's all that broken down. So I did this for 2 weeks, and wifey and I are actually going tomorrow to get the ingredients and everything for the first week. We're going to see how it goes, but it's a lot of eggs. There's some steak, sirloin steak. I've got a little bit of salmon in here, a lot of cucumbers, some yogurt, a lot of veggies, chicken, cottage cheese, a lot of boiled eggs, for snacks. So what this is doing, it's giving me a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner, and snacks. What I asked it to do was, we don't have to do intermittent fasting, but it's an option because sometimes I do just get up and get out the door and I don't eat breakfast. Unfortunately, with my current job situation, I have my own office, but I don't have like a break room. So I don't have a microwave and a fridge. So I might be skipping lunch and actually eating breakfast. So I'll be kind of doing it a little bit backwards. The key here though is that I'm not eating after 8 p.m. That's another thing that's super important, is that you're not munching on anything at like 9, 10 o'clock if you're trying to go to bed. Your body just doesn't have a chance to slow down and quit working. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's really cool. I asked ChatGPT to put this together. There's a really easy meal prep guide, so you can prep on Sunday night or Monday night for the whole next week. It doesn't mean you're cooking your meals and putting it in Tupperwares. It means that you're cutting up your meats and your veggies and you're storing it somewhere together. And then it's really, you throw everything together on a sheet pan, throw it in the oven. Another thing is that it asked for what kind of budget, and I just said, 150 to $200 a week. I don't know. That seems really high, but I didn't know. And I said, we shop mostly at Aldi. We'll go to Walmart, and we do go to Costco. It broke down. It's incredible. Perfectly, like, what stores to go to, roughly how much it is, and what you're using it for. So, you, it's such a cool tool to use, right? But anyways, I have a hard time because I love to cook. I don't like to clean. Okay, and those two things don't go together. You got to clean up after yourself, and I don't like to. It's not that I'm a slob and I won't clean. It's just I don't like going through all the work of creating this really nice meal, and now I got to clean pots and pans and spatulas and all that kind of stuff. So that was another thing that I put in here was, I want something. It doesn't need to be. They kind of gave me a range, like, do you want 10 to 15 minute prep, or do you want like, half hour to 45-minute prep, or do you want it to be like an hour and a half? Like, you love cooking. I just said pick a middle ground, and it was able to do that. So yeah, that's what I decided to do. So I'm doing 65 hours fasting. I'm going to end that tomorrow night, Sunday night, and I'm going to eat my light meal. And then Monday I'm going to jump in and just start trying to make it work. And maybe while we go through this, we'll get some video of the meals and stuff. Because I know, like, I'm going to be responsible for my breakfasts. Wifey's going to try, so she's going to do her best to do my dinners. And, if it works, maybe try to dial that in with what everybody else is eating. Just try to make it kind of easy. But we'll see how it goes. Anyways, measurement for day 2 at night. We'll see what it is. See if I got under 50. I feel really good. I'll tell you that. I'm tired, but it's a good tired. It's kind of, and my body was really achy this morning when I woke up, but it's definitely gotten a lot better. Okay, so right there you can kind of see maybe, so 51. So I think this morning it was, so I think it did go down, because wasn't I 52 and a half? I started at 54, then it went down to 52 and a half, or was it 50 and a half? We'll have to look back. Either way, if I'm bigger, then it's probably just because of all the water I'm drinking, but I'm honestly not drinking a whole lot. I'm also going to weigh myself tomorrow. So before we head off to church, when I get ready and everything, I'm going to measure myself and I'm going to weigh myself. And then tomorrow is what I'm going to use as my kind of starting weight. I'm guessing what did I start at? 282, so I'm guessing it's gonna be like 277 or something like that. So yeah, that's the plan. I'll try to be as detailed as possible. I know I can get pretty long-winded and off on a tangent, but I feel like with this kind of stuff it's good to have details, because sometimes people have questions and it's not like we're all having a conversation together. So anyways, I hope you guys all take care. I'm gonna do another video a little bit more detailed into my plan here, but and I'm not sure when that's gonna go up. I'm also gonna try to post this somewhere in a video, and I'll say, hey, it's there. Go to the comments. Whatever people say, it's pinned in the comments. The description. Sorry, the description will be put in there. So, anyways. Like I said, take care. We'll see you all in the morning.